Hello, I'm going to go over this worksheet, E equals mc squared calculation. So this is Darwin's, this is Einstein's famous equation that involves relativity. Now there were some other equations, but this is the one that people at least have heard of the most, not always knowing what it means. And all this equation is saying is that from a certain mass, which is m, you will get a certain amount of energy. So if you convert this mass over to energy, that's how much you'll get. The thing that makes this so powerful, or at least surprising in how much energy you get from a small amount of mass, is this c squared. That is the speed of light multiplied by itself. And that's a huge number. So the speed of light, 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second, well, c squared, and I've already done the c squared calculation for you. It's in this column here. That's 9 times 10 to the 16th, huge number. 9 with 16 zeros after it. So no matter what mass we have, no matter how small this mass is, it's going to be multiplied by a giant number. We're going to get a ton of energy. That's why nuclear bombs have so much destructive power. That's why the sun puts out so much energy. So let's set this up. Here's where you're going to show the work. I'll do a few of these. E, which is what we're looking for, equals my mass times the speed of light squared, which again, I've already done. So I'm going to put this as 9 times 10 to the 16th. The question is, how are we going to put this into a calculator? Because that number is so big, it doesn't fit very well into any standard calculators. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this 0.0071 and multiply it by 9. So 0.0071 times 9 equals 0.0639. All right, that's these two numbers multiplied together. What I can do to figure out what I multiply this by, like 10 to the what, I have to move the decimal over. So I'm going to move it over to, so I can get a single digit. 1, 2. So I've moved it over 2 times to the right. Well, I'm going to do the same thing with this 10 to the 16th. So now I have my 6.39 times 10. So instead of 16, I'm going to move it over twice to the right, which is down. So 16 over 2 is going to be 14. So our answer is 6.39 times 10 to the 14. So this is in less than a pound of material. If I take a pound of material, I will get this much energy if I convert it all into energy. That is enough energy to supply all the electrical needs for one house for 17,000 years. And that's from less than a pound of matter. All right, let's do one more of these. The second one here, we'll set it up the same way. I'll put my mass in 0.00085 kilograms, very small amount of mass. And my speed of light calculation stays the same, 9 times 10 to the 16th. Well, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to multiply these two numbers together. 0.00085 times 9 equals 0.00765. So again, I want to get this to a single digit. So I'm going to move this decimal over to here. That means I moved it over 3 times to the right. A little spoiler, all of these are going to be moved over to the right. Every single one of them, because they're all below 1. So you know you're going to go down. It's always going to be less than 10 to the 16th, or at 10 to the 16th. So anyways, I moved this decimal over, so now I have 7.65. And I can do 7.65 times 10 to the what? Well, I moved it over 3, so I'm going to reduce 16 by 3. 16 minus 3 is 13. 7.65 times 10 to the 13th. That's how much energy in joules we get out of this amount of matter. All right, do the rest of them just like I did these first two. Thank you very much.